Everything you need to know about enlightenment, you learned from your kindergarten teacher. When your kindergarten teacher told you, pay attention, you were given a very, very powerful tool to navigate life. So in this video, I want to offer a simple experimental practice you can take up. I would suggest spending a day doing this. If you can get on board with that, I would suggest eliminating all other practices, mindfulness approaches, inquiries, etc. for this day. And just take up this one simple approach. This is an experiment, just to see what happens. But don't come to any conclusions until the end of the day. Just give yourself to this practice, this experiment. So the approach is pay attention. What does this mean? Well, you start right now and remind yourself that this is what's happening. That simple affirmation to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud, but just remind yourself this is what's happening. And then look, listen, feel, and just watch the flow of experience. This is what's happening. And when you notice your mind wandering, you're thinking about what happened 9 years ago, or you're thinking about spirituality or awakening, or when you're going to be enlightened, just remind yourself, oh, this is what's happening, and look at what's right in front of your face. Feel what's in your hand. Feel the contact point of your foot on the ground. And then notice how those coalesce into just a flow of experience, a flow of activity, motion, happening. This is what's happening. Keep at it. Watch as things come and go, change forms, shapes, positions, but just lean into the senses and remind yourself again and again, this is what's happening. Anything your mind says is not exactly what's happening, and it's probably not even close to what's happening. Most likely it's not even on the same day that you're thinking about, or in the same place, other times and places. But even if you're thinking about what seems to be happening right now, then what you're thinking about is what seems to be happening. The mind is already going into reflection and starting to turn what is into what is not. And very quickly it'll have you down a mind road about shame and regret and plans and all the rest. None of this is a problem in and of itself. Any iteration of thought of what's not happening is simply a reminder in this practice of coming back into what is happening. Oh, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. Walking. Without the label, but I'm using the example. If you're walking, just notice this is what's happening. The forms, the shapes, the colors, the landscape, the leaves, the trees, the ground, the foot, the sensations, even the chattering of the mind is happening right now. But the senses are always your anchor to what's actually happening, rather than what did happen, what could happen, what will happen, what you want to happen, what should happen, all of which are simply thoughts. So again, the practice is simple. This is what's happening. Be a child again. Be simple. Be innocent. Stop giving a fuck what anyone else thinks of you. Stop giving a fuck what you think of you. Just feel what's happening. See what's happening. Be what's happening. Just what's happening. That's the practice. If you try it, let me know how it goes.